Hi there, I'm Dustin Camiletti, a local Sudbury real estate agent, and today we're talking about the Greater City of Sudbury market in general. That's a great question. So we're still in a seller's market. We have been in a seller's market now for 5 years. In the last month, though, we did accumulate an extra 300 listings, right? So when we were getting all the crazy bidding wars 2-3 years ago, we were always hovering around 300 active listings at any given time. And today we're sitting at 637 active listings. So there's been a tiny bit of a correction in the market. With that much new inventory not getting absorbed, but there's no need to panic. We're still in a seller's market. We usually consider 5 to 6 months of inventory to be a balanced market. And how we figure that out is we take the number of sales in the last 30 days. So in the last 30 days in Greater Sudbury, there was approximately 289 sales. And we divide that by the number of current active listings, right? And we usually need a 5 to 6 month supply of active listings at any given time for us to be in a balanced market. So we're still definitely in a seller's market. The fastest in Sudbury. So definitely income properties, with a high cap rate, so that means a higher return. So definitely the income properties generating an 8 to 10% cap rate, those are moving very well as I would say the valley. The valley in general has been really hot. Multiple offers on the majority of homes listed in the valley right now, and homes in general priced from $350,000 to $450,000. The majority of them are seeing competing offers. So since COVID, I find the downtown core has changed a lot. I don't know if the downtown will ever be what it once was. So I think a lot of people are moving to the outskirts, quieter areas. That's why I think, even a lot of the young first-time buyers that I'm speaking to, they want to be out in the valley. They want to be on the outskirts in Walden, a little further away from the downtown, especially if they have younger children, just because the landscape of the downtown has changed a little bit in the last couple of years. Definitely, we used to take the acreage properties for granted years ago. There were so many of them for sale. I would say that the hidden gems right now are probably properties 30 to 35 minutes out of town on bigger lots. Properties with double lots, properties with acreage where people can still commute and be, in town within half an hour. I think those are probably, those kind of properties are the ones that are going to blow up. Wanapitei, Coniston, the outskirts, Rayside, Balfour, further out, going 30, 40, maybe 45 minutes at the most in each direction. Those are already, I can see, multiple offers. People want to be on the outskirts. They want bigger properties. I think those are going to be the hidden gems. No, we still do get a lot of out-of-town investors here. They do want to see a little bit of a bigger return. As I mentioned, during COVID, we were selling properties with a 5 to 6% cap rate. Now, especially as the interest rates started to go up a little bit last year, a lot of the investors were looking at higher cap rates. So stuff in the 8, 9, 10% cap rate now to offset the higher interest rates. So basically, the cap rate, what we do to determine the cap rate is we take the net operating income of the building and we divide it by the purchase price. So the lower the cap rate would mean a weaker return, and the higher the cap rate would mean a stronger return on your investment. So if you're looking at a pristine property, maybe it's newer, maybe it doesn't need very much work, you may settle for a 5.8, a 6, or a 7% cap rate because you don't have to invest a whole lot of money back into the building. But if you look at a building that probably needs $30 or $40 or $50,000 right off the bat, then you definitely want to see an 8.5, a 9, or a 10% cap rate cap rate to offset the money that you have to put back into the building. So we're definitely very quickly becoming a multicultural society, that's for sure. Even I've got a lot of buyers from different countries that have settled here, and they're looking for new properties. It makes it a little harder for buyers, obviously, right? Because now, rather than being one of two or one of three offers, now they end up being one of 5 offers on a property, right? So it does contribute to the to being in a seller's market for sure, because a lot of the demand is coming from, people that are relocating to Sudbury from different countries, and they're settling down here, right? And so now they're looking for properties to call their own, and so there's more buyers because of that, which creates more demand. It depends on, if I was just starting out and I was renting, I would definitely want to get into probably an income property, something with a basement apartment. If I already had a house of my own, it would probably be a newer income property, most likely 3 or 4 units. Either that or something that I could probably add value to and then refinance it and keep keep that going and pull equity from one to then purchase another one. I'm Dustin Camiletti. Thanks for listening. If you require any other information on the Sudbury market, contact me at any time, and have a great summer.
Oh, look, Dustin sold another house. DustinCamiletti.com